Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome back to Weston Racing, and in today's video we're going to be taking a look at Series 29 of the Spin Master Monster Jam Mainline 164 scale. You already know it. I am actually really excited to look at today's group of trucks. It is the most, for me specifically, it is almost a perfect case of trucks. Because every single truck in this case, I either A, do not have a version of in my collection, B, don't have many versions in my collection of the truck, or C, it's it's a truck that's only been produced once, and it's going to be really exciting to open it because it's probably, brand new, never before seen, like the truck that is sitting directly in front of you. Today's video is going to be a lot of fun, and I am really excited. But we're going to get through we're actually going to start by going through the trucks that arguably are not very good. And then literally as the video progresses, the trucks get better. I'm not even joking. As the video progresses, they just keep getting better. I don't know why, but the way that they did the poster for this one, because I go by the poster, the way that they did the poster for Series 29 was like perfect because it is so well done. Also, I feel like pointing this out. This is like the first, 2023 mainline video I've done for Spin Master in a very, very, very long time. Because I did Series 30, which was the one with Carnage Asada, and it has been a long time since I did that video. So this is going to be a fun experience here because, like I said, it's been a while since we've looked at the 2023 mainline. But we are back once again, and I feel like the case that we came back with is amazing. So without further ado, let's get right into the review. We'll get these guys off the side here. And we'll start things off with the first truck of the video, which I think is probably the mulligan of this entire Series 29 here, is the Monster Mutt Dalmatian. I don't know what it is with Spin Master, but I think they are afraid of Monster Mutt Dalmatian. I cannot tell you the last time that they made a somewhat okay Monster Mutt Dalmatian. Every Monster Mutt Dalmatian they have released since after 2020 has just been an absolute abysmal wreck of a vehicle. Like, look at the color palette. It is disgusting. I swear, Monster Mutt Dalmatian is like the black sheep of the Spin Master family. Spin Master friggin' hates Dalmatian for some reason because they refuse to make a normal looking Dalmatian for some reason. And also, I feel like pointing out, Dalmatian is still, to this day, the only modern Monster Mutt that does not have its ears down. They went through and corrected that for all of them, except for Dalmatian. Because like I theorized, I'm pretty sure Spin Master secretly hates Dalmatian for some reason. I don't know why. And the funny thing is that bringing that up, I now like to think about it because we got Monster Mutt Dalmatian here, which is a perfect example of one thing that Spin Master refuses to do. And then, literally the fourth truck in today's video is another example of something that Spin Master absolutely refuses to do for some reason. I swear, if there are three things that Spin Master is just afraid of, it's a realistic looking Monster Mutt Dalmatian, black El Toro Loco's chin hair, and Green Avenger. That's like Spin Master's three biggest fears right there. They refuse to do anything about those. It's ridiculous. Anyway, we'll get started here. Like I said, this is probably the biggest mulligan of the case, is this guy right here. They really did not need this, and they could have just skipped it because literally 2 cases before this, in Series 27, we got another Monster Mutt Dalmatian that, I'm not even joking, looks exactly the same, exactly like this, except the rims are a different color. Exactly the same, but the rims are a different color. Genius. Fantastic. So glad that happened. But anyway, here we go. The one mulligan of the case. I do want to check and make sure that I do have this case right. All right. One mulligan of the case. Here we go. For the rough crowd, we have Monster Mutt Dalmatian. Here we go. Let's get this sucker open. All righty. Our first truck of the set right there. I will say they did put BKT printing on there, so that makes me happy. Like, that was, at that point, the least that they could do for this truck. Because if they were just going to ignore everything else, that's fine. Also, I kind of want to show this off now, since I'm not showing the posters off in the videos anymore because it's just too complicated. If you scan that QR code right there, it'll take you to the website where you can look at all the posters. You're welcome. Because I'm not going to bother going through the effort of printing them off and having them for the video and then remembering to have to do it. So I've got my binder that I keep all my posters in. I print them all off and I put them in the binder and whatever, but it's fine. So there you go, Monster Mutt Dalmatian nameplate right there. Pretty cool. I have not cleaned up my studio at all from last week, so it is still a mess. So let's zoom in, shall we? Here we go, the Monster Mutt Dalmatian. We've got a white body, a white roll cage, red chassis, black tires with white rims, and white BKT printing. Like I said, my biggest like a thing that I can just be 100% okay with this truck is the tires, because they at least put BKT printing on it. They at least got that. As you can see, it says Monster Mutt here in red. You got the Monster Jam logo. The teeth here look weird. Does anybody else feel like the mouth on this Dalmatian looks really weird, or is that just me? I looked at the Dalmatian I have sitting next to me. The older versions of Dalmatian do not have hair detailing on the lips, and the mouth is darker. I don't know, that just looks weird. I don't know if I like that or not, but yeah. So you got the spots, the fur detailing. Actually, I really like the fur detailing. Did the Monster Mutt Dalmatians from before have fur detailing? I can't remember. And then we got the collar here with the diamond rhinestones on there. This side is exactly the same but mirrored. Nothing too crazy going on there. You got the tongue on the front with the nose and the whiskers. Look at that nose there with the little ridges. You got the eyebrows and the ears that refuse to sit down. And then you've got the Monster Mutt Dalmatian emblem right there with the tail. So there you go. Nice and simple little Monster Mutt Dalmatian. Yeah, I have no clue why they put this in here. It was not needed at all. They could have completely just skipped. But we still got it anyway. Now, speaking of trucks that are interesting, but for a completely different reason, Dalmatian was interesting just because, you know, it's weird why they put it in here. This truck is interesting because it's just genuinely interesting. Next up, truck number 2 of 9 for today's video, we have from the Phased Out series, Megalodon. Now, this truck is really interesting. This was also, I think, the only one for this entire set I had to order online because I never found it in stores. But this is interesting. Actually, no, I did find this one in stores. I found it in Kohl's, believe it or not. I found this at Kohl's, of all places. It's our third to last truck that I had to order online. This one I somehow found in a Kohl's. Don't ask me how, but I did. But yeah, so basically what the Phased Out series is they're meant to be trucks that look like they're glitching. A lot of people say it's meant to look like a Tampo Error series, like, you know, the paint intentionally screwed up. I don't think that's the case at all. I think that is a completely incorrect statement. I do believe what these are meant to look like is they're meant to look like if they were in a video game and their textures were glitching out. Because as much as I would like to believe it, I really don't think a machine, the painting machine, screwing up would cause this effect. It could, but I don't think it would. I don't know. Anyway, here we go. Megalodon for the Phased Out trucks, a series that I think was great, but could have been done a lot better. So here we go. Let's take a look at this. And here it is, the Megalodon for Phased Out. Like I said, I really do like the Megalodon Phased Out series, but the Phased Out series as a whole, but man, it could have been done way better. Here's the Megalodon nameplate there. I love the nameplates, like the nameplate designs that they do on the new packaging. I really like that a lot. And then here is the Meg. Everybody's favorite shark. I don't know if it's everybody's favorite shark. My favorite shark is Shark Attack, but that's just me. Anyway, here we have the Megalodon. I really do like the design of this. So we have a blue body with a blue roll cage, black chassis, black tires, or we got 3 black tires, 1 blue tire, and for rims, we got a white rim, like an ocean blue rim, another ocean blue rim, and another ocean blue rim. So that is interesting. And that is, of course, by design. They do that intentionally. The body panels all have detail on them that we need to talk about. Monster Jam logo, Megalodon logo there. You get the little fin. And then across the whole thing, excluding the gums, teeth, and eye, you have this really weird rainbow artifacting going on here, which looks really cool. I like that a lot. I love the look of that. And it's the same thing on this side. Even it might be a bit stronger on this side. It looks like it's a bit more chaotic on this side, which I really like. Like the glitch is a bit stronger. And I think that's really cool that they went and did that. On the nose and the top, it kind of just looks like a weird skin design on the shark. So I don't know. It looks normal-ish kind of. But the side panels is definitely where all the detail is at, where that glitch is really coming in hard and just destroying the side panels of the truck. And then, of course, you got the weird mismatched tires with the rims and everything not matching. All around, it's just meant to look like a truck that is just glitching out and not having a good time. So there you go, everybody. That is Megalodon for the Phased Out trucks. A series that I really hope they redo in the future because it could really use it. Like I said, I loved the Phased Out series for what it was, but man, it could have been done way better. Alrighty, next up is a series that I actually really enjoyed for one truck specifically. One truck specifically turned out really good in this series. The rest of them have been all right so far. So here we go. Our third truck for today's video for the Steel Reveal series, we have Soldier Fortune. And this is interesting for me because I really think that this truck looks good. I love the look of this Soldier Fortune. I think it's great. But I still don't think that any of the the Steel Reveal trucks, out of all of the ones that they did, Double Decker, Soldier Fortune, Son of a Digger, Grave Digger, and then the Alien Invasion. Alien Invasion was the worst by far. Why they chose a truck that already had a bare metal look to do a bare metal design on. Like, why? It looks so dumb. That was such a waste. But out of all of the Steel Reveal trucks, I still think Blue Thunder is the best. I don't think any of them could top that because it just looked so good. It was so unique compared to the other ones too. But anyway, here we go. Here we have the Soldier Fortune for these Steel Reveal trucks. And this is interesting. This is a really interesting series. Basically what they did is they basically chose to do trucks. Here is the nameplate. They wanted to do trucks that looked like they had no decals or paint on them. They wanted to make them look bare metal. And they succeeded because that is exactly what the Soldier Fortune looks like. It looks like a bare metal Soldier Fortune. So here it is. We have got a Zamac body with a army green roll cage, a silver or gray chassis, black tires with army green or like army olive colored rims, which look really interesting. Side panel has Soldier Fortune, Monster Jam logo, American flag, AAC 1055 right there. And this side is exactly the same but mirrored. And yeah, that's pretty much all of the detail on the truck. The back end has some detail here with the tail lights and the Soldier Fortune logo. But other than that, the whole entire truck just has the metal flake speckles going all across it to make it look like it is just bare steel. And they really do accomplish that look. It does look like bare steel. My one complaint is that they took the paint and did the bare steel on the lights on the top. These are actual like LED lights in real life. They would not be bare metal on the truck. So I really wish they would have at least painted white on the front of these and made it look a bit better, but that's my only gripe about this one. Other than that, it is pretty simple in concept, and it actually was executed really well. So there you go, everybody. That is Soldier Fortune for the Steel Reveal series. Pretty cool stuff, not gonna lie. All right, remember how I said we had a truck that was a mulligan at the beginning of the video because Spin Master refuses to actually make it good? That was the old Monster Dalmatian. But remember, I mentioned something else. There was another truck that I think Spin Master is just simply afraid of doing correctly. And you want to know what that truck is, ladies and gentlemen? Well, it's truck number 4 for today's video, Black El Toro Loco. As you may remember, I mentioned that they have yet to make a Black El Toro Loco with chin hair. The closest thing we have gotten is, and this is stupid, I just looked at the Nitro El Toro Loco for the Walmart thematic series of this same year, and I'm not even joking, that had chin hair. But they can't give this one chin hair for some reason. And one of the dumbest things about this whole situation is that the Reckless El Toro Loco, which is meant to be the El Toro Loco with all the parts of all the other El Toro Locos fused together into one body, that truck has the front bumper of Black El Toro Loco, and it has chin hair. But for some reason, the actual Black El Toro Loco cannot get chin hair. Like, look, there's no chin hair. It's not there. I don't get it. It doesn't make any sense. I swear, they have to be doing it intentionally. This is like the whole Gold Max D for the first series of 2024. The Gold Max D has the wrong logo. There is no way that a truck can go all the way through all of the processing checks of production and nobody notices that. There's no way. It had to have been done intentionally. There's no way. It wasn't. It has to be done intentionally. Here's the El Toro Loco nameplate right there. Let's just get into the review of the truck, which is a shame too because Black El Toro Loco is my favorite of the 3 El Toro Locos, so it's a shame that this thing doesn't get proper treatment. Also, the horns are really... Why are the horns all messed up? What in the world? Can I fix... you can fix that, kind of. Yeah, there you go. Black El Toro Loco. We got a black body with a silver roll cage, black chassis, black tires with orange rims, and white BKT printing on there as well. On the side panel, we got Monster Jam logo there. We got the teeth with the El Toro Loco logo and that airbrush fire, which looks really cool. This side is exactly the same but mirrored. On the front, no chin hair, as we said. the bull ring. You got the nostrils and the flames coming out, which look really cool. I love the horns on the top there, which look really nice. Then on the back end, we got El Toro Loco, MonsterGM.com with the flames. There's no tail lights. Does Black El Toro Loco have tail lights? I can't remember. I can't remember if Black El Toro Loco has tail lights or not, but if it does, that's another thing that they screwed up, is that there's no tail lights back here. Normally, El Toro Loco does have tail lights. But anyway, everybody, there you go. That is El Toro Loco, probably the other mulligan for this series, because again, why is there no chin hair? You've been given so many opportunities, Spin Master, and you have yet to follow through. Like, this is ridiculous. All right, Black El Toro Loco off to the side. All right, from this point forward, everybody, we're going to be looking at some pretty solid trucks. I wish they would have taken Black El Toro Loco and put it before Megalodon in this series, because then it would have been, you know, the bad ones and then all the good ones. But now we're going to get into the actually good stuff here. So we're going to start with one that oddly looks a lot like the El Toro Loco we looked at chassis-wise. Next up is, oh, and I haven't been reading any of these off too, which I just realized. The El Toro Loco was Legacy trucks, by the way. This truck is also Legacy trucks. So here we go, everybody. The Great Clips Mohawk Warrior, a truck that I hold dear to my heart because the guy who created it, George Ballhan, is an absolute legend of monster trucks. And it is a shame that he is no longer in the sport. I actually have no idea where he is currently. When he left Mohawk Warrior, I think that was the last time I ever heard anything about him. I don't know what happened to the guy. He's just disappeared. It's kind of like Lindsay Wink. He just disappeared and we never saw him again. I don't know what happened. But anyway, yeah, we got the Great Clips Mohawk Warrior here, driven by Bryce Kenny, one of the trucks that I myself am actually going to get to see in person in the near future, which is really exciting. So here we go. Actually, out of all the trucks that we're looking at in today's video, I think 2 of them I'm actually going to get to see in real life, which is really cool. Well, I guess I technically am going to get to see Megalodon too, but it's not going to be the phased out Megalodon, obviously. But it is going to be Todd LeDuc, and that is hype because Todd LeDuc is awesome. And also one of the funniest, if you've ever seen pictures of Todd LeDuc, he's one of the goofiest people in that entire sport. It is hilarious. Great Clips Mohawk Warrior right there on the nameplate. Alrighty. Here we go. Let's do a quick review of the Mohawk Warrior here and just get this one out of the way so that way we can get into the stuff that I actually do not have in my collection anywhere. Should be pretty cool. So here it is, everybody, the Great Clips Mohawk Warrior. We got a black body, a silver roll cage, purple chassis, black tires, and purple rims. I really do like this setup. This looks really cool. I like this a lot, actually. Great Clips Mohawk Warrior logo. You got George Ballhan's head right here with the sunglasses, the pinstriping, and all the purple details here and there. Monster GM logo. On this side, it is the same thing, but mirrored. On the front end, we have the grille with the headlights, the bumper, Great Clips written on the hood there. Not centered on the hood, I do want to point that out. And then we got the pinstriping as well. Top of the truck has the scalp of the George Ballhan head, and then, of course, the Mohawk as well. And then on the back, we have the Great Clips Mohawk Warrior. Bryce Kenny, what an absolute piece right here, you know. I really do think it's, I actually told my mom this recently. I'm surprised that they still run this truck. I figured it would have retired by now, just because I feel like it, as a concept, this truck really isn't very much. But this truck has such a strong fan base. It is wild. But like I said, I cannot believe that this truck is still as popular as it is. But you know what? It's a cool truck. I really do like this chassis and roll cage setup, though. I really like that a lot. It looks good. But yeah, there you go. That is the Great Clips Mohawk Warrior. Alrighty. This is what I was saying by trucks that I literally do not have in my collection. So this will be a first for me right now. And it's a truck that I wish I had in my collection because it's a really cool truck. That's about to change here today. For the arena favorites, please welcome Green Ghost Gravedigger. I love Green Ghost Gravedigger. It is such a cool design. Now, for those of you who don't know Monster Jam history, allow me to explain. The reason why this is called Green Ghost Gravedigger is because it has a green ghost. That's it. That's literally why it has its name. It's literally a Gravedigger design that it ran in 2005, I think, was when Green Ghost ran, if I remember correctly. I don't know if that's true or not, but it's sometime in that sometime in that era. Basically what it was is Dennis Anderson wanted to try out a new design, so for 1 or 2 seasons, he basically debuted this, which is the Green Ghost design, and it is one of my favorite designs. I wish they'd bring it back for like a throwback scheme eventually. In fact, when they did all the colorful trucks They did a bunch of colorful Gravediggers for the last World Finals. I wish they would have brought Green Ghost back for that. That would have been sweet. Because Adam Anderson just drove the normal Gravedigger. I wish they would have made the Green Ghost one and drove that. That would have been sweet. Gravedigger logo there. We all know what Gravedigger looks like. The icon of Monster Jam, you know. Pretty sweet. All right, zooming in. Here we go. Green Ghost Gravedigger. We've got a black body, a neon green roll cage, black chassis, black tires with neon green rims right here. On the side panel, we have Gravedigger with the green ghost with the red eyes, which looks really cool. And then, of course, the graveyard, rather than having a green fog, looks like it's engulfed in a green wildfire. So it's a lot more, you know, expressive with the fog looks a bit more violent, you know what I mean? USHRA logo there. You got all the different symbols on the gravestones all across here. Haunted house on the hill with the 2 purple rings around it. This side is exactly the same but mirrored. On the hood, we've got the 2 headlights that are iconic with the flame wrapping. As you can see, the flames themselves look a bit different here, as they are a bit more bulky. They don't look as more like airbrush. They look hand done, which looks really cool. The little arrow on the hood as well is a bit different as well. And then on the top, we have the green skull and crossbones with the ghost here, bad to the bone written on top. This is one of my favorite roof wraps that Gravedigger has ever ran. It just looks so solid. And yeah, that is the legendary 2005 Green Ghost Gravedigger. Probably the fan favorite Gravedigger. I know a lot of people like this, and I can understand why. It is really cool. But yeah, there you go. That is our Gravedigger for today's video. Every case of Spin Master trucks usually has a Gravedigger in it. And for our video today, we got Green Ghost, which is pretty cool. All right, now for a truck that I think is probably, in my opinion, one of the most overhyped trucks on the circuit right now. However, I still think it's cool. I think it is an amazing truck. I think the drivers that they keep putting in it could be a bit better, but that's just my opinion. You know, I'm not exactly a fan of some drivers in Monster Jam, and I definitely think the 2 that they've had behind the wheel of this truck specifically, you know, this truck right here debuted in 2021 or 2020, no, 2022. This truck right here debuted in 2022, and it quickly became a fan favorite. This truck was meant to replace the Lucas Oil Crusader, which sucks because, in my opinion, I thought the Crusader was better than this, but that's just my opinion. Now, rather than just, you know, edging you guys here and not showing you what truck this is, I'm going to put it on screen and y'all are going to lose your minds. Next up, for the arena favorites, we have the fan favorite, just debuted in the last couple of years, Lucas Oil Stabilizer. This truck is awesome. I love this truck. My one complaint about this entire truck is that it looks unfinished. I wish they would have done something on the back end, because just having it be the cab looks really silly in my opinion. I don't know. I got a lot to say about this truck. And like I said, I think this truck is super overrated. Don't get me wrong. It's awesome, but it's not as awesome as the community makes it out to be. It's a semi truck, okay? Literally Super Trucker looked better than this because it actually was complete. Like the whole back end of this truck is missing. I don't know. I really, like I said, I like the truck. I like it a lot. I think it's awesome. I'm actually going to get to see this one in person, which is really cool. But good Lord, it's unfinished. It doesn't look right. And the thing about the diecast is that the diecast is actually missing something. There's supposed to be a tow hitch or a trailer hitch on the back, and it's not there. But yeah, here we go. We're going to open this thing up. This will be my first ever Lucas Oil Crusader. Or sorry, Lucas Oil Stabilizer. I don't have a Crusader. I just realized that. I'm opening Lucas Oil Stabilizer, the truck that I think is definitely a downgrade from the Lucas Oil Crusader. And I don't even have a Lucas Oil Crusader. Wow. I'm a loser, ain't I? Hey, you guys already knew that. All right, here we go. Here it is. The Stabilizer. Honestly, I think it's great that this truck was made though, because I think it's a fantastic truck, like I said. All right, here we go. There it is. That is actually really solid. The die cast looks fantastic. Shout outs to Spin Master, because that is beautiful. Here it is. This is another thing that I actually don't like about the truck, is that the truck itself is called the Lucas Stabilizer, and I hate that because it's the Lucas Oil sponsored stabilizer truck. It should be called the Lucas Oil Stabilizer, and it's not. And I guess technically it's the Lucas Stabilizer. I don't know. I call it the Lucas Oil Stable. I'm just going to say it. I'll just put it this way. I call it the Lucas Oil Stabilizer. That is not its name. It's the Lucas Stabilizer. But to me, that sounds incorrect. So I call it the Lucas Oil Stabilizer because it's the Lucas Oil sponsored truck. I don't know. It just sounds wrong to just call it the Lucas Stabilizer. That's, like I said, though, that's just me. I know that's nitpicky and it's dumb, but I don't know. That's just personal preference. Anyway, here it is, the Lucas Oil Stabilizer. Like I said, the die-cast of this truck looks phenomenal. It turned out amazing. The real truck, on the other hand, the die-cast of this truck turned out phenomenal. Like, you gotta admit, this looks amazing. The real truck, in my opinion, looks weird. It doesn't look right. The real truck doesn't. And like I said, again, I think that's down to personal preference because the real truck looks off. It doesn't look right for some reason, and I don't know why, but that's just me. So let's take a look at this truck in general. We got a blue body, a black roll cage, a gray chassis, black tires with red rims. This is an official Feld Entertainment truck, by the way. So this is not a, independent truck. This is a legit, a Monster Jam owned truck. So we will get a few more die casts of this in the future. Actually, we'll probably get a lot of die casts of this in the future. So this truck is not going anywhere. Lucas Oil Products emblem right here looks really cool. Monster Jam logo, Lucas Stabilizer on the door. If we zoom in on the door, it says Lucas Oil Products, Minneapolis, Minneapolis, Indiana, U.S. Department of Transportation 07171989. That's cool that they put the Department of Transportation number on there. That's awesome. That's insane attention to detail on both the real life truck and this one. Got the tank right here with the two black stripes. You got the other tank down here. Oh God, my semi-truck anatomy has just decided to leave for today. Some steps here, black stripes, and you got the exhaust pipe in the mirror, which looks really cool. Flip it over to this side. It is the exact same thing, but mirrored, which is pretty cool. You can also see the bolts in the doors, which is really cool. I like that. On the front, we have the huge grille with the semi-truck headlights. On the top, we have some blue fenders. The hood says Lucas Oil Products on it, and you got all the really cool red, white, and blue America stripes on here, which look amazing. Top has the stars on it and everything. And then the little spoiler here says Lucas Oil, which is really cool. And on the back, it works, which is really cool because that's the Lucas Oil slogan. Like I said, I wish Hot Wheels, I wish Spin Master would have found a way to put a hitch back here somehow. Just because that is a part of the real life truck. I wish they could have found a way to put a hitch back here. I think that would have been great, but it's whatever. But anyway, that is enough for that truck right there. That is the Lucas Oil Stabilizer. One of probably the best looking trucks that Spin Master produced in 2023. Like this thing, this is an absolute masterpiece that I'm holding in my hand. Like that is sick. Now, we still got two trucks to go, believe it or not. Like, that was not the end. We still got two more trucks we got to look at in today's video. Now, this next truck is really interesting because it is an independent truck that is on the same team as Avenger. So it's Team Scream, right? For the arena favorites, we have Axe. Now, this is an awesome truck because this truck has never been made into die-cast form before, so this would be the first time it ever got done. I love this truck. I'm going to be honest, I like it more than the Lucas Oil Stabilizer. That's my personal preference. And I think the reason why is because it has a Willys body and it gave me a throwback to like Captain's Curse, Blacksmith, Mr. Destruction, Towasaurus Rex, like all those awesome monster trucks of yore. So, I don't know. I really like Axe. I think it's great. Let's open her up, shall we? And like I said, this is a partner truck to Avenger and Rage and Wrecking Crew and Spike and Brutus, and all of those trucks are on the same team, which is cool. One of the other trucks that we just looked at, oh, never mind, I'm an idiot. I'm thinking of a completely different series of trucks. Whoopsies. Here's the logo here for Axe. I really love the Axe logo there. All right, let's get into it. There's actually a really cool detail I want to talk about on here that mainly involves that logo I just showed you. So here it is, Axe. We got a red body, a silver roll cage. Why do all the trucks in today's videos have like violently silver roll cages? Did you guys notice that? Because I have. Black chassis, black tires with red rims. Pretty cool. So on the side panel, we got Monster Jam logo. We got the Cohen Inc. the logo. I forgot a letter. Got the axe on the side here, that fire axe. It's got the bendy handle. I don't know how helpful that would be in the real world, but you know what? I'm not going to judge. Not going to judge at all. Why would I? And then Axe written on the side here. What is hard to notice about this is that it says Axe Monster Truck, but if you look right at the top here, that actually says TSFD, which stands for Team Scream Fire Department. Love that detail. This side is exactly the same but mirrored, so I'm not going to spend too much time talking about it. The front end has the really cool grill here with the headlights. I don't know what's underneath the headlights. That looks really weird. It almost looks like the truck is crying, which is strange. On the hood, we have this really cool emblem here, number 13, with the fire mask, the axes, and then the flames coming off. And then on the roof, we have the salute to the fire department American flag here. The, you know, American flag with the red stripe. The salute to the police department one is very similar. It's the same thing, just with a blue stripe. Just in case if you've ever wondered what that is, that's what that means. And then on the back, we have the caution tape there, like a fire truck would have. My favorite thing about this truck is that it is indeed a fire truck, but it's not meant to be a modern fire truck, like 5-alarm. This is legit meant to be like one of the very, very awesome fire trucks of yore, if you know what I mean. So it is so cool that Axe, I love Axe. It's probably one of my favorite independent trucks, not gonna lie. Right up there with the Jurassic Team Throttle Monsters Jurassic Attack, but yeah. Anyway, there you go, that's Axe. One more truck to go. This video has gone on for almost 30 minutes now. One more truck. This is it, guys. This is the final truck for today's video, and it is the Chase Peach truck. For those of you who don't remember, in 2023, the Chase Peach trucks are the food trucks. And for 2023, Series 29, today's video, we're going to be taking a look at, for Monster Feast, Glaze Machine. I'm going to be completely honest with you. I hated these food trucks originally. When they first announced these, I was like, well, this is going to be dumb. Like, why? Nobody asked for this. This is going to be stupid. Then they released Swine and Dash, and I was like, yeah, these are dumb. Swine and Dash, I'm going to be honest with you, Spin Master. Swine and Dash being the first one you released was a horrible idea because that truck was garbage. It sucked compared to the other 5. This one right here is probably my second favorite. I'm not going to lie. I think this one's probably my second favorite of the food trucks. It is so cool. All right, I'm going to get a knife out and I'm going to cut this thing open and I'll come right back to you. Alrighty, everybody. Here we go. Here's the nameplate for Glaze Machine. I absolutely love that logo. Kind of gives me a throwback. I don't know if you guys knew this or not, but when Hot Wheels released their donut food truck, which was called Dozen Delivery, and it used the school bus casting, they, as a joke, they released, I think it was a box of like 6 fake donuts. They were meant to look like monster truck tires that look like donuts. I think it was like a gift for people who worked with the company or were I think it was meant to be a gift for people who work with the company or were partnered with the company. Either way, it was cute. I wish I could have got my hands on them. It would have made a great display case, the little donut box. But yeah. Anyway, here is the Glaze Machine. And speaking of donut tires, I think you know what I'm about to say here. This truck has donut tires. Like, it's obvious. All right, I might have to lean in a bit, so my voice might get louder here. We'll see. No, we'll be fine. All right, so here we go. We have the Glaze Machine here. We have a chocolate-colored body with a sprinkle blue-colored roll cage, silver chassis. We got brown tires with pink rims and pink icing on the tires. So as you can see, the tires indeed do look like glazed donuts, a little strawberry icing on there. This side also has that strawberry icing. Love it. On this side, you got the Glaze Machine logo, the Monster Jam logo there with all of the strawberry icing and the sprinkles flying everywhere. Got the stack of donuts right here, which looks really cool. On the other side, we have a huge strawberry donut with the Glaze Machine logo, the fuel tank and the door to get in, all right here, and you can see the unfrosted donuts all over the place. The front end has the grill with the pink icing, strawberry icing, little sprinkles in the headlights. The mural on the top looks amazing. However, there is an imposter up here. We got all these donuts, and then there's just a cinnamon roll here. I don't know what a cinnamon roll up here. I don't know what that's all about. Got the, I forget what they call these, coupe lights? I don't know. The donuts, strawberry icing, and on the back you got even more donuts, strawberry icing. I love the little blue donuts here and there. Them are cool. All the tail light detail with the hinges on the door, and then we've got a brown spoiler. And then, of course, because as we all know, what makes these food trucks so cool is that they decided to copy Hot Wheels with their food truck designs, and there is a little door on the side that opens up. Okay, that's loose. And if you look on here, it says the Burnout, Monster Jam filled, aha, Tire Shine Glaze, and Gas Guzzler. 2 for $3.99, 6 for 30, what? No, 6 for 10, 12 for 19. My brain just exploded. I was like, dang. Friggin' wow. 6 donuts for $30 or $20. My brain about imploded from the insane inflation in the Monster Jam universe. Holy crap. That scared me for a second. I was like, there's no way. There's no way. But anyway, that is the Glaze Machine right there. The only thing I will say compared to the Carnage Asada, the door on this truck flaps open way too easily, which I think they actually fixed on the Carnage Asada and made it a bit stiffer so it doesn't flop open as much. But anyway, that is the Glaze Machine, the chase piece for today's video. That was all of the trucks. Let's get to the turntables and close this thing out before this video is an hour long. There you go, everybody. That is the full case of 29, or wow, that is the full Series 29 review right there. We got all 9 trucks on here. Starting from the top left and working our way to the bottom right, we have Monster Mutt, Dalmatian, Megalodon, Soldier of Fortune, El Toro Loco, Great Clips, Mohawk, Warrior, Gravedigger, Lucas Oil Stabilizer, Axe, and then up top we have the Glaze Machine. Man, this is great. I really do think this is probably one of the best Spin Master series that they've done. Like, I really do think this is a solid set of trucks. It is really, really good. I love, like I said, the Monster Mutt Dalmatian and the El Toro Loco are probably the 2 only mulligans in this entire case. All of the other trucks, I would say, are solid. I like this case a lot. There is so much good stuff in here. My one major thing that I noticed here, and I want to talk about this because it's really interesting. The case that came before this, Series 28, I might actually say was probably the worst series of Spin Master monster trucks to date. I think it is the first series of 2023 might have been the worst case of trucks that they have released to date. So to have this come immediately afterwards was a really smart play by Spin Master. I think this is a solid case. Like, it is a really, really good case. Also, I pointed it out earlier, and I want to point it out again. El Toro Loco, Axe, and Great Clips Mohawk Warrior all have these brilliantly bright roll cages. Did you guys notice that? The silver roll cages? I don't know why 3 of the trucks have the exact same color roll cage, and they're that bright, but oh my god. I don't know what that is, but I've never seen them that before that bright. That is crazy. But anyway, that's all I got for today's video. I hope you all enjoyed, and I will see you all in the next diecast and diecast unboxing and review. Thank you, and good night.